So I'm reviewing the Eahora Romeo Pro II. So right now, I'm in dual motor, max mode, level 1. So when you get the bike, it is locked. When you get the bike, it's locked at 20 miles per hour. And you can change settings so that you can unlock the bike. And it took me about a week to figure out which settings really do the bike justice. So right now, just in level 2, going so that was level 2, going 35 miles per hour, according to the GPS. Yeah, so according to my GPS, in level 2, I can hit 37 miles per hour. So, whereas when I originally set the bike up, I could only get it up to about maybe 30 miles per hour. Now I can get it really fast, ridiculously fast. Passing on your left. So, and it's probably, you know, the speed magnetic, magnetic sensor tells the bike how fast it's going. So, depending on how you have that set, the bike probably thinks it's going. So the bike thinks it's going 25 when it's going 36. So I've kind of got it over boosted. So I should probably change that speed magnetic sensor down to 5. I have it set at 8 right now, which is extreme overkill. because I'm going to end up riding this on the road home. What I may do, let's see. So setting it to 5 corrected the speedo, but it also made it significantly slower. So if you want to overboost your Eahora, set your speed magnetic to 8, and your speedometer is going to be off by about 10 miles per hour. But your bike's going to be significantly faster. Oh, I'm going to pass you on the left here. All right. So it's not terribly quickly accelerating, but it does have a high top speed. 25, 30. His brakes are decent. They don't have great feel though. So, and this is a road bike, certainly not an off-road bike. I do not think that it could do the 25% grade. It's extremely heavy. Let's try the brakes again. The brakes have decent stopping power, don't feel great. The bike itself is really heavy. Oh, it was so close. All right. It almost did it. It does so good until you go too fast. And then it gets confused. Once you leave it, it just goes, no, I can't do it anymore. It's still fun though. So surprisingly, it can do 25 degrees. It doesn't feel particularly torquey. It feels better at high speed, but all right, on with the ride. So the fender's rubbing somewhere. Maybe that rear brake. No, it's the that's a bad design. The spring is making. Are you all right? Yeah, the spring is making the kickstand go into the rear brake. Uh-oh. Ah, it's the rear brake. It's not that important. I think I got it stretched out. Now it's not doing it anymore. Now it's nice and quiet. So it took me a while to get the speed settings dialed in, and it was Eahora wasn't. They sent me a video, and it was basically the same video as what's online, and it really was just the two settings. And then I realized that if you change the speed magnetic, you can really overboost it and get it to go really fast. But you're going to really screw up your speedo settings, and I don't know how overboosting that way is going to affect your reliability. For a while there, I was kind of skeptical that you could actually get the speeds that they were suggesting. But now, yeah, I have no doubt it's not particularly quick to accelerate, but it's so heavy, I'm not really surprised. It's not comfortable to pedal. So I just don't even bother. I have the pedal assist turned off right now anyway. So, um, so the bike says 44.8, GPS says about 38.8, 39. So it's not particularly comfortable to pedal. So for me, the seat is too low and the pedals are too high. So it's kind of hard on my knees to pedal. It says that it's made for like 5'7" to people 6'4". Sure, I guess. The balance is not great, but you know, this isn't really that kind of bike. It's a cruiser. I don't think it really has to have great balance. The best two aspects of this bike: top speed, big battery. That's it. Oh, and looks. The thing looks awesome. I mean, I have to tell you, when you see it in person in this olive green, it is absolutely beautiful. Is it worth the money? I don't know. This would not be my first choice. I like the long range. I like the top speed. I'm always a little wary of these moped style bikes. I think they attract more attention than I would like. I'm always afraid I'm going to get stopped by police and ask where my registration is. As so far I haven't, but I feel like it's just a matter of time. I charged this bike once since I bought it. I rode it 30 miles before I started the review. Right now it says 61%. I've gone probably 10 miles, ridden 40, 30, 20, miles per hour the whole time. And still at like 62%. So I've probably put 40, 50 miles on this battery. And it's still at probably 60%, 58%. So the range is definitely there. But like I said, it's hampered by a couple of things. The weight. The weight just really kills the braking. It's expensive. Eahora has probably the worst set of instructions I've ever seen. Can you have fun with it? Absolutely. But it feels like it's not nimble. So, it feels like you're driving a Mack truck. So this bike is fast enough. I'm ready to just take the road home. So normally I would take the trail, but going so quick today, so many people on the bike trail, just thought I would take the road. So the light said I had it up to 37. The other thing I would say is I feel like this, at these speeds, should have motorcycle tires, not bicycle tires. Feels a little wobbly. I feel like I could get a flat any minute, have a blowout. These tires just aren't made for these speeds. This is the Eahora Romeo Pro II. It is a 26-inch moped style electric bike. It has a 3,120 watt hour 52 volt 60 amp hour battery, which is huge if you can't tell. It has a claimed range of 104 to 112 miles in pedal assist, or 70 to 76 miles electric only throttle. I've only charged it once. I've done 40 to 50 miles easy on the bike, so I can see that being a realistic. It is supposed to be for a rider 5'7" to 6'4". Has a max load of 330 pounds. The bike with the battery weighs about 151 pounds. The battery itself weighs about 30 pounds. IPX6 rating for waterproof, or water resistance, I should say. Has a front headlight, rear brake light, has a 7-speed turning Shimano shifter, which this is not really a very good shifting bike. I have aftermarket pedals on it because I just didn't like theirs. Street bias tires, which for the speeds that this bike goes, it really does need motorcycle tires. It does not really feel that safe at high speeds. .203mm front and rear hydraulic brakes. Which are decent at stopping the bike, but due to its extreme weight, not as good as you would expect. You can see some rubbing on my rear brake because the spring on the kickstand was pulling the kickstand into my brake while I was riding it. Full grip throttle, air adjustable front forks, adjustable rear suspension. Turn it on, you just hit the power button. So it has a brake error. I'm not sure what that is about. May have something to do, maybe because I was holding on the brake when I turned on the bike. Let's try it again. May also be because that, all right. It must have been because I was holding into it. Okay. So to turn on the lights, you just hit the plus, hold it, turns on the lights. And take a look at the lights real quick. There's the headlight. There's the tail light. When you hold on to the brake, the tail light flashes. Hold the power button again, light comes off. Now the trip odometer says it has 31 miles on it. I've actually got about 20 miles more than that. I had reset it at one point. Trying to get the bike dialed in has been a bit of a chore. So I'm going to go back. So to go into the menu, you just hold the plus and minus button, puts into the settings, go to the information, hit the power button. To unlock it, go hit the minus, go to the speed limit, hit the power. Don't worry about that. So mine will, if you hit error code, it will show that error code 17, which is that brake, which I think might be due to the kickstand hitting the brakes or me turning it on while I was holding the brake. 52 volt. Boost sensitivity, you want on 5. Speed magnetic. So speed magnetic you can do on 5 or 8 or 12. If you, the best luck I've had was keeping the speed magnetic on 8. As far as speeds go. Boost ratio 20. Boost function off. Soft start off. Gear step off. Current limit 52. Boost signal negative. PWM. So I would do gear 5. At one point I had it on gear 5 with 0. That just is no pedal assist. Then you can turn off the cruise if you want to. Then you hit exit. And then it should go back. To switch to your different modes, you hit the plus and the power. So right now it's in rear wheel, front wheel, dual, extreme, boost, whatever you want to call it. So now I'm going to put it in rear mode. Got the kickstand down. So I'm going to tilt it up. And we'll just see how fast it goes. I've had issues with the speedo. So it's going 36-ish rear wheel drive. And you can see the cruise is kicked on because I have cruise turned on. You tap the brake. So during the ride, I've discussed a lot of my feelings towards the bike. I love the look of the bike. I like the long range of the bike. Not thrilled. I feel like this, for the speeds this bike goes, it needs motorcycle tires, not inner tube tires. I just don't think that's safe. The weight causes issues. It doesn't feel as stable as I wish it would. The manual is horrible. They don't tell you how to unlock it. You have to figure that out on your own or watch a video like this. The bike is expensive. It does have a horn. Nice shifter. The front is down, back is up. Fairly normal Shimano shifter. It's a high quality shifter. I like the full throttle, full grip motorcycle throttle. The pedaling is uncomfortable for me. Just under 6 foot. Would I recommend the bike? I'm not sure how reliable it's going to be. I'm not sure how good their customer service is. So for the price, I don't know that I would absolutely recommend it unless you just really like the look. But it's hard to argue. It does look good. But it does have a lot of flaws. I would definitely not suggest it for a beginner rider. And I would not suggest it for a small person. I would also not suggest it for a tall person. If you're mid-height, experienced with bikes, maybe scooters, motorcycles, you want something electric that it can go decent distances and a high speed, maybe the Eahora Romeo Pro is for you. Just keep in mind it's expensive. You're going to have to play around with it. You may not get good customer service. So you are kind of taking your chances. All right, that's it.